one of the things I did was, one of the things you do is like, hey, I'm gonna role play with Daniel here. Hey, Daniel, did I catch you in a good or bad time?
I've got a few minutes.
Good, man. Hey, first of all, I just wanted to say, man, I can't believe Alabama beat up on Ohio State again, man. It's getting unfair, Daniel.
Unfair.
I mean, it's just not fair that they're winning
It's
it.
getting very predictable.
Yes.
Well, they could always move Alabama into the NFL.
Yeah.
Or college is just going to step their game up. I don't know.
Good. All right. So then after I do a little small talk, you might want to ask about their kids or something. Then you don't want to be a moocher and ask for the referral right away. So you got to remember, you're the real estate expert. So you want to go ahead and provide something of some value to them. So a great thing to provide a value is,
Hey, I got you.
Wait a second. I'm going to say to you, hey, Daniel, I just want to tell you that, I just refinanced one of my houses last week and I saved about $250 a month. So I know everybody could use an extra $250. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to text you the number to a really good loan officer, Joe, Donovan, or Sam, whichever one, and just, touch base with them. See if they want to just talk to them, feel it out, see how much money you can save.
Yeah, I was curious. I was going to actually ask you. I've been noticing, seems like there's been a lot of houses up and selling quickly. I was wondering, is my house, what's it worth right now? I mean, it's been a couple of years since I lived here.
Right. So you can get, so he's giving me like he's setting me up for this thing, but after, I appreciate that, So I'll answer those questions for him. But then the other thing too is after I tell him the valuable information, because you can literally save your customers $250 a month. That's a really good value point. Then after you tell them that, you say something along the lines of, and because interest rates are so good right now, so low right now, this is the lowest they've been in 60 years. It's a great time to buy or sell. So if you know anyone that's looking to buy or sell, I'd love to be able to help them out. But first of all, before you call them, make sure you can talk to them. Then start up a conversation about, something in their lives. C, provide some value for them in the conversation. I'm doing it with the interest rates, and then 4, ask for their business. Does that make sense? Felicia Saunders, I want to please unmute yourself and tell the group what happened yesterday during our fun conversations prospecting time at 11 o'clock.
Good morning, everybody. So I had 2 situations. So Alex challenged us to call our spirit influence. So I called 2. Actually, I reached out to one by text because I know how busy he is. And we were just going back and forth by text. Just want to tell him about the interest rates are low. And he said, really? And he actually said, I'm actually thinking about moving. And so I appreciate you letting me know. And so actually he texted me back. He said, I'll be calling you in the next few days so we can talk more. So that was basically a good hit. And then the other one was actually called, just someone that I just know. And she actually, and I was telling her about the interest rates being low. And in our conversation, she said, we're thinking about moving my son to be out of school in two years, or, and we're going to move up to the DC area. And that gave me the conversation to basically reconnect with her, to let her know, hey, think about me when you're getting ready to move. And also for me to, start adding her to my monthly newsletter so I can stay up in front, so she'll, remember me also. And then I basically told her about the interest rate. So that was 2, I think, good connections that I had yesterday, just 2 random, calls or texts that I made to people. So that was good.
Good. Okay, good. So, good. Let me get the audio up here. Perfect. Good. So, guys, you see the power? You see the power of when you reach out to your database, what happens? I mean, she just did it like, sometimes we feel, shy or awkward reaching out to people, but we're gonna do this because guys, we're salespeople. We're not secret agents, right? I'm gonna ask a question to, who's someone asking a question here? Sam Stapleman. Sam, I need to see you. Unmute yourself, Sam.
I'm here.
Okay, good. Thank you. I need you to be participating, Samuel.
Always.
80% of people are actually happy with their real estate agent, okay? How many people use the same agent again 6 years later?
10%.
Good guess, it's 6%.
That's close.
Why is that? The agent never kept up with the client. So you got the situation just like we just did with Miss Felicia, where like, no, she's reaching out to those people, but imagine if she didn't reach out to them. That guy, everyone has a cousin or a brother that's in this business. He's going to end up using someone else. So that's a good point. So I'm going to ask you guys some questions now. We're going to change. We're going to pivot to another topic. And if you contribute to this, I'm going to give you guys like a gift card, whoever talks, okay? For $50. You can't go wrong. So today we're going to be troubleshooting our business. And I'm going to ask you guys 7 questions, okay? And from a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to like write down a piece of paper how good you are in each one of these categories, okay? So the first question is, from a scale of 1 to 10, how good's your mindset for real estate? And what I mean by mindset is like, how positive are you? How confident you are? What else up? Just how positive and confident you are. Do you do self-affirmations? Do you feel good in the morning?
And do you believe in yourself is another good way to put that.
So take like 10 seconds to write that down, your answer. And then I want someone to tell me what they wrote down. Just be honest, guys.
This is Felicia. I put 10
Okay, good.
because I love real estate. I love just helping people and just getting out there and knowing the market. And I feel like I understand it. If I don't have the answers, I feel like I have contacts that I can reach out to. So I feel very good about real estate.
Good. Because like, if you don't, a lot of people like, we're gonna send you a text message later on today, but there's some great videos about like, there's one particular one about Will Smith. And, he was talking about, Anthony, how does that video go? But he basically talks about, you don't want to do like realistic goals. There's like, realistic is not really a good word, because when you do realistic, you're shortchanging yourself. And I think he talks about how his story, like he came from nothing, and if he just fought realistic, he might be like have an average job, but he fought big, and he was able to achieve his goals. Isn't that the gist of that one, Anthony Smith?
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. And he talks about the power of positive affirmations and thinking. When you think positive, you can achieve those goals. So he feels like you control your atmosphere and your mindset, and he associates himself with positive people, but he feels like if you think positive, the atmosphere will respond to that, and anything that you want, you can actually get if you believe in it. So that's pretty much the gist of it.
Okay, good. We're gonna send you that video later on today. Okay, the second question, remember guys, you gotta be honest with yourself. It's like I have an app with resolutions that I keep on my phone for my goals for the year. You don't want to shortchange yourself because you're just lying to yourself. So the next question is, how good are you at contacting people, which is meaning have strong conversations? I'm gonna write that number down. From a scale of 1 to 10.
Prospecting, how good are you?
Yeah, prospect. I don't want to like prospecting, but I don't like using the word prospecting now because like people get all crazy when I say prospecting. So I'm going to say, how good are you at having strong conversations in the morning?
I wrote 7.
Trina wrote 7.
Alex, I wrote 10. Jed.
Okay, good. And so Trina, what do you think? You know, I think I put myself for an 8. I'm pretty good at like starting small talk, but you know, I think my issue is like, well, me and Shep really don't, you know, we manage people, so we don't prosper. But I was thinking about in the old days, it was like just like having a discipline to do it. That was my issue. But what do you think is keeping you from being like an 8 or 9 at it, Miss Trina?
Actually, starting it is the hardest part. Once I get one phone call going, then it's easy to keep it going. But just taking that first step and calling somebody I haven't spoken to in a year or so is the hardest part for me.
Okay, good. So I think for you to like, if you want to get that up, Chef, what are some good recommendations for that? I would, you know,
Well, one thing, Trina, that has helped me is write down a list of the people you want to call and put them on a schedule of what day you're going to call them. And just go through your top 100 and just call 3 or 4 a day and just put them on a calendar and call them or text them or email them. At least do something, preferably a phone call. But I would say put it on a calendar for the, you know, the people you're going to call. You write it down is what I'm saying. Just write it down.
and I think you gotta maybe like reward yourself in the morning. Like, I don't know, if you go, do you usually go to Starbucks, Miss Trina, or not?
Occasionally I do.
Okay, well, something you want like Starbucks, but say like, hey, because this will lead to money, just like I do with Felicia, you know, she called 3 people and she got like 2 or 3 good leads off that. So you say to yourself, hey, if I do my prospecting on time today, I can go to Starbucks or I can, you know, sleep in late or something like that. And
Okay.
little things like that work. Like today in my goal sheet, I have in my resolution in my app, I have like be at the office by 8:30 every morning. And yesterday I didn't make it. So today I was like rushing out the door just so I could put that positive check mark. And I think I ran a couple yellow lights, but anyway, no red lights. So I could like stick in.
Yeah, I was trying to listen. Do not bring that over here making all that noise. You can take it right.
Hey guys, mute yourself if you're okay. Number 3, mute yourself if you're not talking. Number 3, how diverse are you in your source of businesses? Like from a scale of 1 to 10, are you just picking it up from your sphere, or are you
For sale by owners.
expired?
Also, diverse means sellers and buyers.
Yeah.
That means you're prospecting for both sellers and buyers. So that's diverse.
So I'm gonna ask. I know Miss Jackie is like really strong in this, but would you like? I'd give. She could answer this, but I would give Miss Jackie like a 10 on this. She picks up. She has buyers, sellers. She's calling her sphere.
For sale by owners expired.
Buyers, like she's doing Cardis. She's doing, you know. So it's you know, part of your business. You want to make sure you keep expanding like your lead sources, right?
Right, yeah.
So good. My next question is, from a scale of 1 to 10, how good are you at handling objections? Let's get someone different in here. Daniele, how good are you at handling objections?
I think I'm pretty good at handling objections.
Okay, can I put you on the spot? It's worth a gift card.
No.
Okay. All right, good. Okay, so what grade would you give yourself on that?
About an 8.
Okay. I haven't had a chance to, practice my objections lately with you guys. We're gonna do that on Thursday, but someone here asked me, Anthony asked me, like, let's say I'm a listing agent and I go to your house for an interview and you say, hey, Alex, I appreciate it, but the listing, someone else that came by said they could list my house for $50,000 more. Let's go ahead and say that to me.
Well, Alex, I did have someone to come by and, well, they said that they could list my house for $50,000 more than what you can.
Okay. Well, that's interesting, Anthony, because at the end of the day, the real estate agent doesn't set the price for your home, the market does. So if I thought I could get you $50,000 more, I would recommend you that list price. But here's the issue. You have to be in Nebraska, and how quickly?
I didn't hear you. Something broke.
You have to be in Nebraska, and how quickly for your job change?
Oh, I have to be there in about 5 months.
Okay, in 5 months. Well, here's the deal. A lot of, as I said, the agent at the end of the day doesn't, is not responsible for the price. The market is. I've had to carry 2 mortgage payments before on a house, and it put a lot of stress on my family. And one of the tricks that real estate agents that are not very good or not very ethical, what they do is they list a house with the price that you want them to list it for when they know it's not going to sell for that price. And what they're trying to do meanwhile is they're going to pick up a lot of buyer leads off that house. And they know eventually they're going to wear you down and you're going to list the house for the price it should have been listed to begin with. And I have too much respect for you to go through all that pain, Anthony. Does that make any sense?
It does. I appreciate that.
So, but you see, like guys on that one, I didn't do the best job on it, but I was honest. I explained to them what the issue was, but you got to be able to handle an objection well. Okay, so we got it. We'll get you a gift card, Danielle. Even though you didn't answer the question, we'll give you the gift card. Just ask Miss Katie for it. Okay.
Awesome. Okay.
All right. The next question is, from a scale of 1 to 10, how well do you rate yourself on lead follow-up? Larry Garrett, how well do you rate yourself from a scale of 1 to 10 on lead follow-up?
Oh, probably a 7, Alex. I could do a lot better, but it really pays off to do lead follow-up. I picked up several sales last year by following up with some people who were very negative in the beginning, but you know, that theory of asking a 7th time paid off for me 2 times in a row, which brought me a pretty good commission.
Good deal. And 7 is actually a biblical number, Larry, too. So that's good.
Love that number of completion. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's right. Both Shep and me are born on the 14th. So that means double completion.
7 times 2.
That's that's right. But I think good. I think like the lead follow-up on that one, to get better on that, you just gotta it's a little bit scary. You know, you're scared of the rejection, but
I would say, just like I told Trina, to write down who you're gonna call. After you talk to them, write down in your calendar when you're gonna call them again. You know, I think the key is just being organized and writing it down, and you've got to be organized and schedule when you're gonna call them again and follow up with the lead.
good.
Heat router is a big help with that as well, because it prompts you,
Yes.
you know, what dates you said will prompt you to make contact with them. So
Yes.
it will-
Yes.
Okay, good, Larry. Make sure to go by Katie and pick up a $50 gift card, okay?
Well,
And now, number 6 is how competitive are you in your listing presentation? Does anyone from the Radiant Real Estate Group want to take a shot at this one? How competitive are you in your listing presentation?
Yes, this is Dolores here. Very competitive, very competitive. One of the things we express to potential sellers, we have a list of complimentary services that we provide. You know, oftentimes what I've noticed is that sellers, they see one agent and they think all agents are created equal or bring the same amount of services to the table, or the same level of service, I should say, to the table. So really, when going on that listing presentation, it's actually my job to show them that, you know, when you engage with us, you won't get the same level of service. So anything you think, whether it's just, oh, I'm coming in, taking pictures, popping them up online, and that's it, you know, it's my job to show them our innovation that we have when we do list a property.
Actually, that's very good. And I gotta write this down, but there's over like how many things on that list, Shep?
Yeah, there was like 100.
Yeah, there's like 100 different things real estate agents do that you just don't realize you do. So I'm gonna get that list out, because you know, a lot of people think if you just put an MLS and a sign and that's it, and it's not like that at all. There's over 100 different actions you do or you should do, you know, that provides value. So I appreciate that, Miss Dolores. Ask Miss Katie for your gift card. Like, she has them, all of them. So whenever you get a chance, just walk down there and she'll have it for you. And finally, how convinced are you that you're going to hit your goals this year? From a scale of 1 to 10. So let's get someone different. Miss Falana, can you hear us?
I don't know how I knew you was gonna say my name.
This is participation thing. You get like you get a gift card for this.
Oh yeah, I'm grateful for that too.
Yeah.
Initially, I was not very confident, but what I can say is the more I train with Anthony and we do our role plays, and the more we have training and learning opportunities with Miss Jackie, like bit by bit, I'm starting to feel stronger. I'm starting to feel more confident, and I'm starting to believe in myself that I can do it. And something that Anthony always teaches me, like, I am worthy and I will be a good realtor.
Yeah, in the beginning, for a new agent, it can be very challenging. Like you just have to persevere. I wish I had Antoine on this call. He's not on here, but he told me, like in the beginning, first couple months, you know, he's grinding. He told Shep and me he wanted to get out of the business. He was like, man, I'm not going to make it. You know, this is his first year. And, you know, at the end of the first year, he ended up doing 18 transactions, working part-time, you know, because he has a full-time job. So he did great. So in the beginning, you know, you just have to, it's tough. You start thinking about that horrible word, which is realistic. And then it's like, you think, am I really realistic for me to do well in this business? But you can't think about that. You just have to like trust the system, listen to what we tell you, and I promise you, you're going to be successful.
Yep.
Thank you.
So that was good, guys. I don't want to make this meeting too long. You know, I actually try to do about 45 minutes. So I think I'm going to get off the phone here. But what I wanted to do is, remember, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we don't call it prospecting anymore. We call it good conversations. is like a great way for you to, pick up some leads. We give out some gifts for people that have good conversations, and it makes, it really works. I think we had Jennifer Murphy on this with us on on last Thursday, and she picked up a couple good leads. So, guys, if you're not calling up your steer, someone else is. That's what the important point is. So I think we're good. I think at the next month, we're gonna do the March Madness competition, which was, do you guys remember the September to Remember, where we gave out like some iPads and things like that? We're gonna have the March Madness, which is another version of that, but basically you get points for not just getting listings, but going to listing appointments, adding people to your database, doing things that are going to help grow your business. So when we did this Falana last September, we had some new agents like yourself win some nice prizes because they did a lot of activities that helped build their business. It wasn't just who has the most listings or sales. So anyways, I think we're good, Chef. I want you guys to have like a fantastic week. We're gonna send out all the activities real estate agents do today. We're gonna send out the email. There's over 100 of them. Utilize that in your listing presentation when they're giving you a hard time about commissions. And have a great week.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.